Hi, and welcome back to Uncut with KJH. I'm KATIEJANE, a celebrity and editorial makeup artist, and I'm going to show you how I would do a bold pink eye with black wings, something quite dramatic, something quite striking, and sort of what my method would be. So I'm just going to get straight in. I've got nothing on my skin except for just a little foundation from earlier, barely any, so it's fine. I'm going to go in first with bronzer. This is cream bronzer from Rose Inc in the shade Seychelles. I love this product so much. I actually really love the brush that comes with it, which doesn't come with it, you can buy it with it, but it's a brush that's perfect to use with this, and it gives you sort of just an easy, quick, underpainted ability. And I'm just going to go into all of these areas and do a little on the lids as well, and then with the other side of this brush I blend it in. The reason why I like to do this before foundation and kind of on bare skin is because it blends nicely and doesn't sort of pull or crease or get weird. So I'm just sort of blending this into the cheekbone. If you want the cheekbones to look higher, then go higher than what I did. And then under the jaw. And you always want to really just like make sure that you're blending under that jaw pretty well. And same on the nose. And I always like to just sort of do areas versus a whole face and then just blend it into sort of a bigger space. So today I am getting ready for a makeup appointment with a new client at 4 p.m. and but before that I'm going to a sample sale of a brand that I love called Interior. I have a really beautiful pair of wide leg blue trousers from them that I love, that I wear for special occasions only, and I have a beautiful sort of patchwork silk coat from them, so I'm excited to see what's on offer at the sample sale. For lip prep, I'm just going to actually do a little contour here a la JLo, a la Mary Phillips. So a little sort of shading, just pre-makeup. You can also blend it with that brush. This brush is worth its weight in gold. Next, I'm going to go with concealer. So I'm just going to take my concealer and then meet the bronzer with the concealer. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin in 201 Claire. Claire like the French, not the name of the girl. Maybe it is the same. Oh, I don't know how to speak French. Okay. Got a weird energy today. I am going to use my number 8 brush from my Spectrum collab and just blend it in. And it's very easy and quick. I developed this brush because I found myself using large eyeshadow brushes to apply my concealer. And so I thought, let me develop one with Spectrum that fits the bill, but that's even more intentional. And sort of for that purpose. And it's basically a large fluffy eyeshadow brush, like a giant fluffy eyeshadow brush size, and it comes as it comes in the 11-piece kit and it comes in the 25-piece kit. There will be singles of these available very soon too, especially this one. I feel like people often want more of this number 8 because it's just such a good, it's actually a really good contour, and it's also a really good concealer and highlight. Okay, perfect. You know what I want? I want that lipstick, that shimmery lipstick from yesterday that I was obsessed with from Lancome. Got my trusty intern to my right, Sophia. Say hi, Soph.
Hi.
She's very shy. She's very quiet, also. I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter before I move on to anything else. I'm going to use the gold shade of my KJH, highlighter that's coming out in September. This isn't just a one sort of step product. There's 2 different formulas in the box and a brush. This is the brush, and the other formula is yet to be disclosed. I'm just using it kind of neat right now because you can use it 2 ways to create different effects. I'm gonna put it on the cheekbones. I like to go quite forward on the center of the face, and actually when I do makeup on other people, I love to do it on their ears, especially if their hair is tied back. Actually, a makeup that I did not so long ago on a celebrity client, you all kind of noticed that I had put it on her ears, and I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet that you knew you lost it. I think it's in there, sweet. There it is. You all noticed it and I thought it was really sweet. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. I'm gonna do no primer for eyelids because primer scares me a little because I don't ever know what it's gonna do. So I'm honestly just gonna go straight in with the pink shadow with this fluffy brush from Refa number 33, and I want like a wash of this pink. This is possibly discontinued. It's called the Technodays palette and it was from Beauty Bay. I'm just gonna start stippling this into the eye at the lash line. I've got a lot on that side, so I'm going to transfer over to this side really quick. I probably will take this makeup off and shoot another YouTube before I go to my client because I wouldn't wear this kind of makeup to a client. Not because I wouldn't wear it at all. It's just there's a time and a place that I would wear this kind of makeup look. And I, you know, when I do makeup on other people, I like sort of my makeup to be quite natural and simple, and a little bit of a detail something, but nothing sort of distracting essentially. And you don't want, you know, how you sort of rock up to a job in the makeups category might make some people think that's kind of the style you're going to do on them, and you obviously not everybody's going to do this style. This is like more of a Met Gala kind of style makeup for a celebrity client, I think, or just like a special event, something a little bit more creative. Whereas for me, I would wear this to a concert, I would wear this to like a dinner out, I would wear it anywhere, honestly, but I wouldn't really wear it to a client. Just do a quick thing really quickly. There's birds chirping in my patio, it's very cute. So I'm just using this brush to just then blend this around. This is the 33 from Refer, I forgot what I said. And I'm just using what's left on the brush to sort of smear and blend that little bit of color that I first applied, just to give it a sort of hazy, diffused look. And I actually think this is really cool as it is. I'm gonna add a little more, but I'm gonna do a black wing liner to go with this because I think that'll make it a little bit rock and roll. Gonna bring a little bit of the color up into here. If you have hooded eyes, you are gonna want to go up into here. A video not so long ago, somebody was like, something, what did they say? Something about looking like a clown with creative makeup on. I don't care about comments like that. They don't bother me really. What I would just say is like, why don't we just let each other be who we want to be in the makeup category? Like, let people wear what they want to wear. I am guilty in the past of sort of being a little judgmental of heavy makeup looks because I always find that it's nice to, I still do feel this way. I don't judge. I found in the past I used to get frustrated with only seeing one type of makeup on social media, which was just heavy everything, right? Nothing wrong with it at all. It's just not the only way. And I feel like back in 2016, that was most of the makeup style that was being portrayed on social media. It was just this heavy sort of contoured, sort of dip brow, eyebrows and whatever. So I've definitely had my moments where I've felt like, oh, I just wish that wasn't the only thing. That said, I would never tell somebody not to wear their makeup that way, because like at the end of the day, if that's how they want to wear their makeup, that's fine. If you don't like that makeup, you don't have to wear it. It's as simple as that. I'm going to come back to the eyes. I can see that when I look down, I think it's important to let everybody sort of express themselves how they will, you know? You don't want to police that, I think, because then you might change how somebody therefore then expresses themselves, because they might think, oh wow, do I look silly? Like, let people be who they want to be. Okay. I'm doing a bit of lip liner. This is Nabla number 1. And I love this lip liner because it just gives me a little bit of a cool tone at the edge of my lip. But then I really like to add a color in the center that's going to add a little bit of pink. This is like a glazy kind of lipstick formula from Lancome. It's called 326. See there, it's got like pearl inside. Perfect. I am actually just going to go back to the eye with this. I'm just going to buff into the towel. My KJH Spectrum kit came with a towel so that you can take excess pigment out of the brushes so that you can blend further. I think I'm going to just go straight in with mascara. I want to do my mascara before I want to do my eyeliner because it provides a guide for me as far as where my eyeliner is going to go. So I do my mascara. Something's like tickling my scalp. I'm like, is there a spider in my hair? Imagine, I would scream. Sophie's laughing. Sophie, you're allowed to laugh. She's literally going. Yeah, Sophie's my favorite. Okay, so we go here, we just flick the lashes upwards. I like this makeup, it's fun. Would you wear this makeup, Soph? She's gonna say, maybe. Which means no.
If you told me, I would wear it.
She also never lets me do her makeup because she laughs every single time. She just can't, she's like a laugher. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and then lift the lashes. Dun da da da. Look how nice. You could even just leave it like this and just have it all be about lash, but I'm gonna let the lashes dry while I do blush. I'm gonna come back to eyeliner. That was Tower 28. Make Waves, the best. I love it so much. I also love for other mascara options. I love the Idol from Lancome. I've used that ever since it came out. I love the Army Collet one. Where's the blush? Okay, so we have a blush here from Half Magic. It's called Cheek Fluff and the shade is Sexual Flustration. Wow, that is a name. What's my blending? Fine. So this is the colour. I'm going to dip my number 2 brush in there. I need to wash my brushes. And just do a little pop. Ooh, pretty. I love it when blush applies seamlessly like this. And I think it really is a formula thing. And just if your pressure is right, the pressure in which you apply your products is actually usually the make or breaker of how that product is. Like, you could apply something too rough and you'll actually be taking it off as you're putting it on. If you apply something too light, you're not getting enough on at all, and then it's just going to kind of melt into the skin throughout the day. So I think it's important to know like the right pressure, the right amount of sort of touch that you should do on your face to make things last or actually have impact. A little bit of see if we can see Sophie. I'm trying to find Sophie in my mirror. Sophie! I love it. I was like, can I do it? Am I tricky with my light, my camera tricks? Look, you can be like, here's double exposure of this eye from a different angle. Okay, so then powder just around the nose, eyes and mouth. If I want to like pop this jawline out a little bit more, I'll leave some powder sort of just for a minute, almost in bake with a brighter color, just to give it a little bit more of a lift. But I like a bit more powder these days than I used to. Liner, where is it? Actually, first I'm gonna let my lashes dry a little bit more because I don't want my lashes to sort of be weird. A little freckle there, a little freckle there, a little freckle there, and then I tap them in to take away the extra. And then if I want to, I'll do just a couple around my nose. And as soon as you tap them in, it becomes like more visible, and it makes the foundation look less like it's there because it's like letting the skin almost look see-through. See-through. Where's the liner? Okay. Black liner from Lancome. I'm gonna see about holding this mirror in the frame. Hopefully it's not gonna mess with my white balance. I think it's fine. So I'm gonna take this shit off the mirror. The plastic thing. Okay. So liner. Trick is, I'm not gonna go for a big bold graphic wing. The eyeliner, the color on the eyes is enough. But I just want the liner to follow the shape of my lashes. So I'm going to try and hold the mirror right under the phone so that you get like a bird's eye view. So I'm just going to press the liner on and almost let the liner stamp into the skin. And I'm not going to fear any mistakes, because no mistakes are going to happen. It's going to be perfect. And I'm going to be careful not to tug the skin, because that can create unnecessary creases and folds in the makeup. I'm just tapping. And then I'm actually going to use my nail to sort of blend. Wouldn't do this on a client, obviously, but on yourself you can. It's your own face. And then I'm just going to fill it in a little bit more there. And I think I'm going to take my little eyeliner brush, which comes on the other end of the 23 from Spectrum KJH collab. I need a close-up mirror for this. I'm going to actually just blend that black to meet that little extra bit that's there, because it's not letting me blend out. So I'm just going to actually go back in. It's like all eyeliner is just like little bits of product just adding to more product. I'm probably going to clean this up because I can't fill it in. I don't want it to get really long or graphic. For the other side, I'm going to really make sure that I'm looking at this eye at the same time, just to make sure my placement is good. And I'm going to actually go in the reverse because it's easier for me to flip the tool. Just sort of stamp it in. And then stamp it in there. And then stamp it in there. This is hard. This is a hard angle for me to show. Hopefully you get the gist. Okay. So we're gonna go. See, before I was going out straight. For the bottom part of the wing, I'm angling my brush down, my tool down, so that I get like a much more lifted bottom part of this liner, as opposed to a straight out, because if it's straight out, then it's gonna be like a square. I want it to be like a little bit more up on the bottom part. And cute. Sorry. Okay. So then once you've got the rough shape down, you can go back in with more. I think it's important to, again, just be really delicate with the pressure and just make little bits, make little impressions, just like I am. And if you ever want to rest your pinky on your face to give you some more support, you can. Sophie's a wizard at eyeliner. Okay, now I'm going to match this side up to this side because this side is a little bit more graphic. This side's a little bit more soft, so I'm actually going to go back in underneath, make it bigger. The underneath is like a safe space to make things bigger because it's not changing the shape of the top. And if you do have a hooded eye, you should try and do the most of this with your eye open. Why is this not transferring there? There it goes. I got it to move. Okay. That's fine. Cute. I can breathe again. All right, so I'm going to show you really quickly a trick before I'm pretty much done. Take this brush. This is number 9 brush from my KJH Spectrum kit. And I take this on a little, just with the oils of my skin. There's oils in my skin naturally from just being alive. And then I'm going to go in from above as well and kind of create like a hard line just there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And just sort of clean up with the natural oils from the skin. I'm not going into it, I'm going under it and on top. And I might do the same here, but it's fine. You know, liner is kind of one of those things that I'm okay, especially on myself, if it's like a little bit imperfect. I don't need it to be like super, super perfect and pristine. I didn't also do like a hooded wing shape because I went out further. And so if you go out further, it's a difficult thing to explain sometimes because everybody's eye shape is totally different. What do you need? Everybody's eye shape is totally different. And so if you are if you're doing wing liner on yourself, if I show you one way and then be like, yeah, this way is going to work, essentially what I'm trying to do by telling you any eyeliner tip is just always do it with your eye open and looking straight into a mirror, because when your eye is wide open looking straight into a mirror, your lid there that's folding over that potentially is messing with your ability to get in here, if you close your eye and do your eyeliner, this is going to fall and drop down. If you've got hooded eyes, this might sort of weigh heavy here. And if you don't do it with your eye open, when you open your eyes after you're done, if you do this and then you paint after you're done, it's probably going to be hidden. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you feel inspired to try it. I would love to take any questions that I can try and get to this week. If you've got any requests, pop them in the box. I do check all of the messages here. And thanks. I'm going to go wash this off and create another look right now. But before that, I'm going to take a quick photo for the thumbnail. Lots of love, and I hope you're enjoying KJH Uncut with KJH. Bye.